Man. Hey, I came in after only having a couple drinks and I was just like so tired, but I still can't believe I haven't fallen asleep yet. I was so much wanting to work on stuff tonight, but I'm in a weird headspace right now. So, let's get to the point on everything here. First of all, I made my little video about stuff that happened Sunday, and I took it personally because it brought my ex into the conversation. It just, if it had been said differently or something, I don't think I would have taken it that way, but just the way that she said it just kind of made me upset, and I didn't know what to do about it. And then I got in the car and started crying, and I turned on the camera and kind of just let out what I felt. It felt like that I have to be different because of everything that happened. Like, I have to change who I am to prove something, I guess. And yeah, obviously I am the sad one. He's not sad. I'm the sad one because I didn't get what I wanted. And he got what he wanted. So, and not only that, but I got betrayed and used, and so much of me that I had never given to anybody before is now gone. And of course it's taking time to get over it. And then to have that happen, and then all these different health things back to back to back. Some of them I can't talk about, some of them I can. And just little things of bad luck here and there, and it just is like everything is building up inside of me and boiling and just ready to explode at any time. And I hadn't cried in a while, but for some reason, like with everything that has happened over the last couple weeks, just like so many little things, like I said, they all built up, and that was my breaking point. And I don't know who shared that video onto a page inviting people to send me rude comments, but thank you for that. Don't worry, I privated the video because all my fans and friends came over and were saying nice things, and then here come all these people that are so mean, and I'm like, why are all these people, like, how did this get so much traction? It got more views than any of my other videos within the first 2 days. I was shocked. I was like, oh my god, almost got to 1,000 views, which is more than the subscribers I have. But I figured it was probably time I take it down so I don't have to argue. I don't have to look at any of the comments anymore, and I don't have to feel embarrassed anymore about everything. I just want to put it behind me. But I still don't really appreciate the way this lady went about saying that to me. Because I did every single thing I could to put on a good show and to play less sad songs because she was there. And I have so many vlogs, like so many little videos that I'd made, and I was in the process of editing them, and then my computer crashed a couple weeks ago, and you could turn it on, but it would keep crashing. And so I finally got the hard drive, the new hard drive. So basically, the computer I got was refurbished, 2015 refurbished. I got it from Mac of all trades. The first one I got was a little funky, wasn't working right, sent it back, got another one. And this one has been working fine until the last few weeks. I started playing my Sims game again, to kind of get back into gaming a little bit, because I had taken a couple month break from gaming entirely. So I started doing Sims again, and that creates big files and stuff. And then I started doing cover songs and demos and stuff on my laptop, which I usually don't do. I usually do it on my desktop back at home. But I wanted to move recording equipment up here because this is where I'm most productive. If I'm alone and I get in the zone and I get an idea, I don't have to explain to anybody, like, hold on, I got an idea, I got to go downstairs, I got to do this. Here, I can just be like, oh, I got an idea, I'm going to go sit down and do something about it, right? So, I guess I was doing too much on that laptop, and the hard drive was not full. The hard drive was like at 300 and something out of 500. And so it was getting close, but it wasn't like at that breaking point. So I did the thing too where you take everything off the computer, goes to the cloud, wipe off the computer, put the operating system on it again, reset it, and then put all the info back on it. And it still was crashing. So I contacted Mac of all trades, and they said, oh yeah, we'll send you a new hard drive and the tools. So I got that. It's in this box that my phone is propped up on. But I thought it would be quite simple. Take the back off the computer, follow a YouTube tutorial. All you had to do was disconnect the battery and unscrew one screw that was holding in the hard drive, and then you just snap in the other hard drive and screw it back, and there you go, right? And so it did work, but when I got to pull up the screen where I got to select the hard drive that I'm wanting to format for this computer, it said it was 250 gigabytes. And I was like, 250 gigabytes? That's half of what I had. So I sent them an email, and I don't know if they got it or not. Some of my email addresses have been really funky on my phone. Like, they haven't been sending some of my emails that I send out. So I'll have to call them tomorrow probably. But hopefully we can get that figured out. Hopefully I still have all my information. I should have done a time machine backup, but I thought it was going to be cut and dry, very simple, like when I reset my computer. Just like it's going to go to the cloud, and it'll automatically come back to the computer. Now, I don't know. Ooh. I don't know. This is just like a rant video. I guess this is just me, like, updating you because I don't... The point of this video is I don't know if I want to even vlog anymore. I thought that I could use YouTube as a more daily output of things I come across in the music business and things that are good and bad, and kind of take y'all along with me and stuff. But now it's just turned into such a negative situation that I don't know if I can do it anymore. And also the fact that my computer died. I had videos on there that I was just about to finish editing, and they can't be finished because I can't open them up and I can't work on them. So I don't even know if it saved them. So I guess the point of this video is that I wanted to clear up the whole sad song video thing. I wanted to clear up my thought. Well, I wanted to talk about the computer and one reason why I'm not being able to edit any music or videos right now, which sucks. I have to upload something straight from my phone. But also, in other news and good news, me and Byron, who I wrote Freeloader with, which y'all probably don't know what that is unless you've been to one of my shows. I haven't put it online yet, but I wrote that with Byron and Courtney. And Courtney, I think, she's out of town for a little bit. But I wrote today just solo with him, with Byron. And I went in there thinking that I was not in the mood to write that Christmas song that I was thinking about. It's kind of like I like Casey Musgrave's Christmas Makes Me Cry. And because it's true. It's like, my dad always said one day that the holidays wouldn't be so much fun and that you wouldn't care as much about them. And I was like, oh, that'll never happen. I'll never be that way. But then he died, and then reality starts to set in, and then you become an adult, and everything's a chore, and you really do start to not like it. And so that's kind of what we wrote about, not feeling Christmassy. I might edit it a little bit. I might have like a bridge or something I need to add, but at least we did complete something today. And that's a huge step for me, because I have tried so many times to write with people, and it has been, I'm so tired. It has been very difficult for me to get my confidence up enough to want to write. But once I wrote that one song with the two of them, and then I got really confident with my own writing, just me writing by myself, and I got back in the swing of things. I realized that it's not as bad as I thought. It's just finding the right people to co-write with, finding the right people that will go along with the ideas and bounce off of them and stuff. Because usually it's just been like, someone else picks a topic and I don't even know what to say, and it'll be like, nothing I say works for them, but then they can't figure out anything to say, and they aren't flowing, and I'm not flowing. And so it's really cool to work with people that, like, we're able to flow with each other. We're actually willing to follow the theme of whatever song is getting started that day, whatever idea or whatever is the strongest, or the one that everybody feels like writing that day, whatever. Anyway, so that's cool. I'm glad that happened. And then we went out to the local, and Caleb Mills, that is another one of the writers that works with Precious, and that's the lady that, she does a lot of stuff in the music business. She knows a lot of people in the music business, but she has an office where we can come in and safely write with one another, and so that way you don't have to meet up with somebody at your house or whatever. So we went to the local with her, and the Caleb Mills was playing that night. He's this younger, early 20s guy. He's big on TikTok. But why I'm mentioning him is because, well, first of all, he's a talented songwriter and singer and guitar player and stuff. But sorry, my eyes are watering. But he started in on a story when he was talking to us. He started in talking about how this lady at one of his shows this past weekend started complaining about him playing too many slow songs, when he knew, he was like, I'm doing what I normally do. I'm doing a bunch of like upbeat stuff, and then I'm throwing in an original, do a bunch of like fun stuff, throw in a slow song here or there. And he's like, I'm not doing a show when I can't throw in some originals here and there, or some different tempo songs here and there. And I was like, exactly. So that made me feel a little bit better, but he had it worse. In kind of, yeah, he had it worse, I guess. Because this lady, like, took her money back out of the tip jar and ran over and, like, unplugged his speakers and stuff. Like, ooh, somebody touched my equipment. They're about to be held to pay. Without asking, of course. But that made me feel better. And me and Byron had a bite to eat before he had a songwriting class, and I went to the local with Precious, and we got to talk about a lot of things, and he really made me feel better about the whole situation, because waking up to having those comments and everything that I didn't expect expect to be so in depth and such long paragraphs of things that were horrible and totally not comprehensible to what I was trying to say, I guess. Anyway, he made me feel better about it all. We talked about life and music and all that. I don't know, it just made me feel a lot better. He's a cool guy. What else was I gonna say? The main thing that's driving me crazy right now is that I haven't gotten a call about the blood work I had the Friday before Thanksgiving week. So what I'm assuming is they didn't analyze it all last week and they're just now getting around to it. But I cannot take this dry mouth any longer. This is so swollen. The salivary glands just get more and more swollen, and my lips are constantly dry. I have a hard time swallowing and eating because there's no saliva. My teeth, I have to brush them more often because the saliva is not helping break down the sugars and stuff. And I can hardly even swallow just normally because I have like no saliva. And I'm telling you right now, I drank 3 or 4 water bottles today while we were riding. And it didn't help. It didn't help at all. I felt no difference. No difference at all. So yeah, I might have had a drink tonight, which I shouldn't have done. But like, when the water didn't help anything, it doesn't make you want to keep drinking water. It's not doing anything, you know? And so I just really wish I could get the results. It gets me really worried that something is like really bad going on. But I'm hoping we just find something. I'm tired all the time. I get more and more tired. And I get more and more emotional because that can affect your emotions too. I am so unproductive. And some days are better than others, but I can hardly talk to anybody. I can hardly sing anymore at my shows. Like right now, I'm trying to swallow, and it's just dry. It's like I've been out in the desert for 4 days. It's like I haven't drank water in days. And it doesn't matter how much I drink. It's like my throat's not absorbing it, my mouth's not absorbing it. And that can cause a lot of problems. That can cause your teeth to have problems and your gums to have problems, and you can get choked really easily. Lots of things. And of course, I could damage my voice very much so because of that. Because I'm having to push harder to sing. Nothing's coming easily anymore. And it's a pain in the ass. And I hate that because I felt like I had gotten my voice to where I've always wanted it to be back in the summer. And now everything's just kind of took a turn for the worse. And obviously the dry air doesn't help. Playing outside doesn't help. And I've been shocked that some venues are still having me play outside when it's been super cold on some of these days. And I'll just be out there singing. It's just drying my throat out more and more. Crying didn't help either on Sunday because that dehydrates you more. But it just seems like the water just goes straight through me. I would be very fond of like an IV right now. Like someone give me an IV so I can be hydrated. I'd probably still have a dry mouth. It's making me have a dry cough because I can't break up any mucus in the back of my throat, postnasal drip, whatever, from my allergies, because there's nothing to help dissolve it, help to swallow it. And then if I'm having bad allergies one day and I go to take an antihistamine, then obviously that's going to dry me out more. And it's miserable. I want to know what's wrong with me. I want to start working to fix this. I'm actually to the point where I'm about to pull my hair out because I don't want to be lazy. I don't want to be unproductive. I don't want to be a sad sack. I don't want to be able, I want to be able to put on good shows with my full voice and be at my best, but I haven't been for a while. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse. So I guess that's probably why I have been so hyper focused on little things that make me mad, little things that piss me off, and things that make me sad. And I don't know, it's just, I'm dealing with all of this. I'm trying to figure out why my body is in such bad condition right now. And then I'm dealing with little things here and there that pop up. Like, it just seems like every day there's something. Like, there's a screw in my tire. I ran into the mailbox with my side mirror the other day when I was trying to get the mail out of the box. Like, I scraped it on it. And what else? I think my oil might be leaking. I'm going to have to get that checked tomorrow. Some noises are making some weird sounds or something. I wonder if when Jiffy Lube put my oil in last time, if they didn't seal it properly, if they didn't put the cap back on or something. I don't know. It just doesn't seem, something doesn't seem right, but it might be nothing. It might just be because my oil is getting low. So I'll probably just go get it changed tomorrow and figure it out. I do not want to go to Jiffy Lube again, though. It was so expensive. They have that Take 5 oil change, I guess, out on Lebanon Pike. I'll probably check with that one first because my pharmacy is right next to it. So I do that. What else has happened? That thing that happened Sunday at my gig. When I found out that my ex was using my GameStop account still. When I found out about the thyroid thing. When I'm trying to think what else. My guitar cracking, which I have it back now. Yay. Maybe I should just continue to talk about everything right now so that I don't have to edit the vlogs that I have recorded before this. But anyway, the guy that fixed my guitar, 10 out of 10, highly recommend, because let's see, what's his name? Scott Daniels at Harpeth Guitar Repair. It's west side of Nashville. It's out from my PT, like over there where White Bridge Road is and stuff. I don't know. It's at his house. But he went above and beyond. Like, I only paid him to fix the crack and refinish the guitar. But he went the next mile and he filed down my frets because they were getting getting really deep imprints in them from playing. So he did that. He put elixirs back on, the same streams back on, new ones, new of the same. And he fixed my pickup because it's gotten some water or something in it, and it's just been really crackly, and if I try to turn it all the way up, like, it doesn't work. So it'd just be like crackly, and then it goes out, and then it comes back in. Anyway, he fixed that. He braced everything from the inside out so that hopefully it won't happen again. And not only did he refinish the guitar, but he filled in there's a little crevice on the side of my guitar from when I had my really sparkly strap, because it was abrasive and it was like sandpaper too. It was like sawing a little hole in the side of the guitar, in like the corner. And he filled that in and everything. I was like, oh my god, I didn't even notice that until I was writing today. I was like, he filled that in, that's awesome. He went above and beyond. It looks great. And such a difference from my experience with Southeast Guitars in Beaufort, Georgia. Because when they resealed my guitar after the first crack that was in it, they put on a coat that was high gloss, and my guitar is only like a satin finish. So the whole side of my guitar was really shiny, and then the rest of it wasn't. And because they didn't cover the whole guitar, the whole side just started peeling off. And by the time I brought it to this guy, he couldn't even tell that it had any of that finish on there because it all peeled off. But this it looks, I can't say it looks brand new because, I mean, it's still got little scratches in the back and stuff from my straps and from dings and stuff, but it looks pretty new. I'm either going to have to figure out how to do it myself, like how to file down the frets, or take my electric to him sometime because it needs it bad. Because if some of y'all recall, if you've been watching me for a while, the telly is what I used to play. Like, I played that for a good 3 years or something. And now that I'm playing it again, and I have the right capo and all this stuff, I do notice that there's still a little bit of intonation off. And he says that, when that happens, when you get the little divots in there, obviously it's going to throw the balance and the intonation off. So, I'll fix that at some point. But yeah, I highly recommend him. Humble, nice guy. He just works out of his house. He's very into all different instruments. And he was fixing one of those, gosh, what is that called? I know that Lindsey Buckingham, I think, used these things. Like, it's like a little thing that you lay on your lap and you play it with one finger. Like, or you hold down the strings with one finger and you pluck with the other one. I forget what that thing's called. God, I forget everything now that I'm sickly or whatever I am. God, it hurts to talk. Ugh. I hate it. So, he was fixing one of those for somebody. He told me all about it and how the person wanted an extra string on it, so he had to make changes to the whole thing, to the bridge, to the action, he had to add a tuning peg and another hole at the bottom for the other side of the string, and I don't know, it was a cool experience. Not all people are bad in the world. But hey, I haven't cried since Sunday, so we're doing good. I'm gonna have to hang this up because I'm starting to fall asleep with my sleeping pills, which also don't help my dry mouth. But maybe if we get the thyroid thing figured out, I'll be able to sleep better anyway, so maybe I won't have to take as many medications. That would be great. But I need to wrap this up so I can go to sleep. I have been trying to flatten my island on Animal Crossing, and holy crap. That takes a long time. I'm so used to playing The Sims where you can just drag, delete, drag, place the floor, drag here, do this, add a hill. And this is just like you have to go by square after square after square. You gotta rip down everything and then you gotta build it up again, and it takes forever. And it takes a lot of money on there. Like, I know how on Sims it's so easy to cheat to get money for builds like that, but I don't know how you do that on Animal Crossing. I don't guess they let you cheat on there. I did start looking at Nookazon though, but I'm also kind of wary to use it because I know there's some people that do scam on there, so I'm going to have to do some research about it before I start using it. I really wanted some cherry trees, because even though they make no sense at Christmas time, they've got red berries on them. So I was trying to incorporate anything with red. I've got the holly bushes now. I found tomato plants for the first time, which is pretty cool. And now I want those cherry trees. So they only come out around April or something. So, which I think they probably came out right before I got my game, and I just missed them or something, but I think I will try to get some through Nookazon or something. I just really want to build a wintry town, but I also want to build a town that once winter's over, that I could change up the scenery and stuff and it will still look good, because my town right now, or my island, whatever, it's just me just dropping houses, because it was the first time I played it and I didn't understand what I was doing. But also, you don't get pathways and all that stuff until you win the game, which I think is stupid, because the whole point of it is, like, you're building up your town to look good so that the singing dog thing, KK Slider, will come and play a show at your island. And it's just so weird how you can't build any pathways or anything. You can set objects outside and do stuff like that, but you cannot use paths or waterscaping or landscaping. None of it. So I finally bit the bullet and bought those. I've also been enjoying the DLC, the Happy Home Paradise. It does get old if I sit there for a long time and I keep playing. I keep designing house after house after house after house. It does get a little boring, but it's actually, it's pretty cool. It gives you some way to be creative without having to spin a bunch of bells to be able to do it. I tell you what's crazy was this one, I don't know if he was a lion. He looked kind of like a lion. If you don't play Animal Crossing, you don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, you're the human and then everybody else is an animal, but sometimes, like, they don't look like actual animals. They're like little stuffed animal, like, caricature things. And they're all different colors, and there's all different types, and sometimes I can't tell if one's this thing or another, you know? Like, is it a bear? Or is it a dog? I don't know. So anyway, it was this lion, I think. I forget his name. And he was just like, I want to make sure all my guests have tons of bathrooms. And then it literally was like, toilet, what was the name of the challenge? Toilet, something with toilet in the name. And basically, he just wanted his house to be a big bathroom. And I was like, oh my god, me and my friend Alice would have lost our shit over that as kids. And I had started on it, and then I fell asleep during it, and then by the time I woke back up and wanted to play it again, then I realized I couldn't go and check out Nook's Cranny or anything until I finished that house. So I said, screw it, like, all my ideas I had, I just tried to throw a bunch of stuff in there. So I did like a girl's side and a boy's side, and did like a water fountain in the middle, and did I put some porta potties outside? Wait, that's what I did. I put a golden toilet outside as like a garden statue. Anyway, this is probably the best way for me to vlog right now because I can't edit stuff. So, gosh, it's been 33 minutes. It's probably closer to 2 o'clock right now. My feet are restless. I am shaking. Yeah, let's wrap it up. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say. I don't think so. Every time something like that happens, like what happened Sunday, it causes me to overanalyze what I'm doing, and it causes me to go from one extreme to another. So a lot of times, like, people, I've went through the situation, people are like, you talk too much, and I'll go, okay, I've gotten a few comments about this, let's try to fix it. And then I'll go to where I'm afraid to talk at all, and then I'll just go through my whole show without saying anything. And then there was times, like, there's one time where someone called in and said I was inappropriate. Actually, that happened twice. One of the venues I left because I was actually genuinely embarrassed by it, and the place brought back bad memories and stuff, and I mean, they charged me for water there anyway, so I was like, I don't need to play there anymore anyway. But the other one was the same venue that I was talking about Sunday, and said someone called in and said that I was inappropriate, and that I said something bad in front of their kid. And I'm one of those people that, like, I save the F word and the B word. Let's just say it. I save fuck, shit, and bitch for an asshole, stuff like that. Anyway, I save that for the bars that are 21 and up, or they're all full of people that don't really care, or online. I'll do them online, or if we get down to where there's only adults in the room and there's no kids, I'll be like, are there any kids left? Be like, no. Okay, can I play a little bit of a more mature song, But apparently I did something that I don't know what I did. Probably something I sang. I really don't know, but I really started overthinking after that, and I was afraid to sing anything that had any kind of, like, I was like, oh my god, this song has the word cocaine in it, can I sing it? I was back in that, like, high school mindset where everything had to be just, nothing could be, like, any kind of innuendo or anything. Like, that teacher that got onto me when I sent my song in for the talent show, and it was Taylor Swift's Fearless, and she said that making me want you, that line that says making me want you, implied sex, and therefore I needed to change the line. And you better believe I didn't change the line, because what the fuck am I supposed to say in so stupid. So stupid. I didn't get in trouble either, though, but that wasn't my senior year, that was my junior year. Gosh, I cannot swallow. I'm gonna, like, choke to death in the middle of my sleep. Calm yourself down. Well, tomorrow I'm playing at Alley Taps. You might see this video tomorrow, so that would be tonight. If not, if I share it the next day, then the show was yesterday. But anyway, playing at Alley Taps at 7, doing a writer's round. I would like to get up and work on music or work on my house, because it's a wreck. I don't even know if I want to decorate this year, because, and that was kind of what we were writing that song about, because it's so much effort. I don't feel well, and I'm alone. I have nobody to help me decorate. I have no one to share the decorations with. It's just me. So, I don't know. I did buy some really cute ornaments from Big Lots in Murphy, I guess, North Carolina, and my throat, and they would match really good up here in my bedroom, but I don't know how they look downstairs, so I might get a little tree to go up here and at least have that. And then if I want to put up the big tree downstairs, I'll put it up again. It does get a little lonely up here without Emmy Lou, but at the same time, I leave her lonely here a lot, because I'm trying to go out and do things while I'm up here. And when I play music here, she doesn't like it. It's too loud for her, even though it's not that loud. And she hates the car ride. She's gotten to where she's finding ways to sneak around the cage I put up. My car looks like a cop car now with this cage in the back, but she finds ways around it. And she'll get really angry toward the end of the drive back home, and she'll, like, start biting at me and stuff if she can't look out the window. Like, she wants to climb in my lap, look out the window, but then her paws will end up opening the windows and moving my side view mirrors, and and unlocking and unlocking the car, and just, I don't know. She would turn on like my blinker and stuff, and I'm like, Emmy, I cannot drive like this. Like, she'll get her paw like up on the steering wheel. I'm like, can't do this. This is dangerous. And she'll get mad, like if I move her foot off my arm, and she'll bite me. She definitely bit me last time, so I don't get to have her up here until we figure something out with that. I've tried calming spray. I've tried 2 or 3 different carriers. I've tried to make her comfortable, but I can't seem to. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I would like to put something on the sides of the seats so that she can't slide through there. But A, I don't know what I'm gonna put, and B, she probably would just tear my back seat apart. So I don't know what to do. I love her to death though, but I hate hearing her cry. Not only is it dangerous, but when she is just staying in the back and she's crying, it's blood curdling. It is like, it's being abused. It's like Emmy's being abused or something. I feel so bad. It makes me want to cry, because it's just such a sad, like, Sarah McLachlan commercial. Sad. Just like, But I guess, oh my god, I can't believe I've talked for 40 minutes. I think that's the gist of everything I've wanted to say so far. I just privated those videos because I don't want to argue with anybody anymore. I realized that there were good intentions and bad intentions in what she said. I don't know what her intentions were exactly, but she could have said it in a different way. And to everyone that was saying that I'm supposed to check my emotions at the door and all that stuff, like, I didn't really bring my emotions in there. I put my emotions into the songs, though, because that's a good outlet, because that way you're not, like, just sitting there crying in front of people, being like, oh my god, I hurt so bad. You're actually playing it through song. And when I did cry, that was after everybody had left, and there was no customers there anymore, and the workers were gone off somewhere. I started crying and walked out and went home. But, subscribe if you want. I know I got a lot of views from my rant video, which is funny. I try to put out things that I really am proud of, and they don't get hardly any views. And then I post something where I'm crying and talking about that kind of situation, and it gets a negative attention. It gets more views. It gets 8 times more views than 8 times more views than previous. So I don't know. Subscribe if you want to. I'm falling asleep. I took my pills. Subscribe if you want to. That really helped me out. I'd like to get to 1,000 subscribers really bad. We're getting close, but I kind of quit promoting it for a while, so we gotta get back into that, get more subscribers, build a fan base on there. That's what I want to do. 1,000 would make me really happy, and then we can go from there. And of course, follow me on Facebook for live streams and stuff, and show updates. Bands in Town is where my shows are. I need to update it because there are some shows in Nashville I haven't put in it, and there are also shows next year that I gotta put in it. If anybody out there knows anybody in Nashville that can help me get some gigs up here, let me know. I'm also working on that myself as well. But I need more places up here because I've got to get away from my hometown. We're back to where we were with just people taking sides and being rude, and they don't know what I've been through. So, anyway, I'm going to say goodnight because I'm about to pass out. Bye. Thank you for your loving support, and screw you to whoever shared my video in that group. Nah, it's alright. I forgive you, I guess, depending on who it is. Bye. Love y'all. One eye open, one eye closed. Sleepy time.